how to say these fighters' names too.
Very.
When I was doing this by myself,
Narulo Aliyev.
man, well, let me start by saying, look, I'm just gonna say Narulo because I feel like that's easier to say. Well, I'll say Aliyev because I feel like that's how you pronounce it.
That's a pretty easy one. Yeah.
Aliyev or Aliyev.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, Aliyev is a newer version of Habib, and you know what's even crazier is he looks just like Habib.
He's 3.0.
I'm telling you, he looks
he
just like him. I don't think he has the grappling skills of Habib, but he uses the same kind of skill set as Habib: pressure, takedowns, the clinch game, against the fence. That's where he wants to put this fight. And we got Rafael Alves, who is he's so good in that first round. It doesn't matter who he's fighting. And look at the competition he's fought too. If we go look at Rafael Alves, he's losing to guys like Drew Dober. I mean, there's no shame in that. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm actually very high on Alves. It's just that in that first round he tends to blow his load. You know what I mean? It's he's first round or bust from what we've seen, and I feel like
a lot of it.
Yeah, and you have to favor a guy like Aliyev here because of that alone. And I feel like the first round is going to be very scary, but I don't feel like we have a like last week, a Jamal Emmers Askabov situation where we got a very proven guy that is going against a newcomer that it's just not warranted. He doesn't deserve the hype, but I think Aliyev gets it done here. I think he's just going to be a little too much, but I do think it's going to be a scary first round. But yeah, I got Aliyev.
I agree 100%, man. I agree. Now we'll move on to the next fight. We got Carl Deaton and Joe Selecki. Let's hear your thoughts on that one.
Joe Selecki, man. Here's the thing. So he's a great grappler, and I feel like that's how this fight will be won, is by his grappling. I think he submits Carl Deaton early, but I do not think he should be a minus 550 favorite over Carl Deaton. That's big. So I don't knock anybody for taking that shot on Carl Deaton, who does throw some heavy punches, that does throw a little wild and throws caution to the wind and tries to get his opponent out of there fast. And there's a possibility of that here, but I don't see it happening. I do see Joe Selecki finishing in the first round and getting him out there by sub. So, yeah, it's just a tall task for Carl Deaton, but minus 550 is not warranted at all.
I agree. This is starting off a good fight card, though, man. It's going to be a great weekend.
Hey, this is a sleeper card. The main card of this card is really, really good. I don't think the casuals will be so high on this card, but if you're a hardcore fan, there's some great fights. Like my favorite fight on the card, Muniz versus Brendan Allen, which we'll talk about here soon. That fight is a banger.
It's a banger. Man. Yes, it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, now we're on to O'Day Osborne and Charles Johnson. This will be a good fight at catchweight. Note that too.
Yeah, well, I wonder.
This will be I believe their catchweight.
130.
130 probably.
I think so. Look, so I got Charles Johnson here. I
like him too.
Yeah, I think he's fast. I think he's. You know what my favorite thing about him is though is that he throws a lot of volume. He's not a pot shotter where I'm gonna throw one. No, he'll throw shots, and you can't hold him down. I mean, he has potential to be a true problem in the flyweight division, and I think a lot of people are turned off to him because of the Zumugas fight. Zugamallav, yeah. Saying these names, man, I got a long way to go. I'm from Kentucky. Yeah, it's just but you know what? He won that fight. It's just, the
way he won it.
Yeah, everybody thought he lost the decision, and I truly thought he should have lost. But man, you can't judge him off one performance. And look what Look what Makhayev's doing to everybody, running through them. He hung in there in his debut. He got Muhammad Makayev, who I tell Cody to bet the house on every time he fights.
Every time.
And he went to decision with him. He couldn't get him out of there. So, and look, Ode Osborne, I think
Makayev is a beast.
Yes, Makayev is
Dude is a beast.
And I think Ode Osborne is super good, man. I think he's super good. The problem with Ode Osborne is that his chin is not as elite as his grappling and his striking. And I think his chin fails him when he, it can't.
At this point in his career, his chin should still be solid.
Yeah, it should be. And I think he gets checked here by Charles Johnson. And if not, the safe play is Charles Johnson, money line. But
or double chancing.
Yeah, double chancing points or KO. I don't see him subbing Ode Osborne.
Yeah. All right, man. I agree with everything. You're making some really good points tonight. This is so far you're on fire. We got Jordan Levitt and Victor Martinez. Another really good lightweight fight.
Yeah, I got Jordan Levitt here. I
like Jordan Levitt as well.
I think it's a get right fight for him after that Patty loss. So weirdly, man, that his striking is so technically speaking,
freestyle for sure. He's freestyle.
Yeah, it's very low compared to a Peter Yan or a Dustin Poirier. His striking is
an elite striker. Yeah,
but look when he faces a Paddy Pimblett or a who was that he fought? Let me check here. He fought. Was it Trey
Ogden?
Trey Ogden. Yes.
Yeah,
look, he fights Trey Ogden, who in his last fight had a great performance. Look, the thing is, he uses these kicks where you can't really get up. The only time his distance management is really good. Look at Patty was swinging for the fences, and Jordan Levitt does such a good job of dunking under these punches when he wants to engage. If he wants to get close to you, he will. You're the one trying to get close to Jordan Levitt, and he keeps you at bay with these punches, with these kicks. And they're just awkward. Do they really have any effect? No, but they keep you away. You can't just charge at him, and if you do, you're going to get double-legged or single-legged or tied up. And
he does have a KO in the 5 fights, so he does have
that KO is by slam though. The KO was by slam. Yeah. So
that was 2020. So he's got a little bit of power to knock somebody out with a slam.
Yeah, he does. And,
so he's 3-2 in his last 5. I still like him, like you said though, against Victor Martinez here.
And his only other loss was to Claudio Puelles, who
Claudia.
He had a he shit the bed against Dan Hooker. Let's be honest, but other than that, Puelles has had his way with everybody. So no shame in that.
Claudio's actually very good though.
Yeah, he is very good, and I got I got Jordan Levitt here, and I'll have money on Jordan Levitt.
Let's just also know Patty Pimblett also came out a day ago and said, or Jordan Levitt said, London sucks. He will not fight there ever again after the degenerates. That's funny. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to, let's see what we got next here.
He's an awkward character, though.
He is an awkward character.
But what we got next, man?
All right, so next we got a flyweight fight. Jasmine. I'm not even gonna say that last name. Jasmine Jasudavicius and Gabriela Fernandez.
All right, so this fight,
I got Gabby Fernandez here all day.
Man, and there's no shame in that at all. Because this fight is
it's a younger fighter, Yeah,
to me, it's a pick on. So look, I favor Jasudavicius, but so slightly, and going the other way is, she's favored. Gabrielle's favored here.
Is she?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I haven't looked at the card yet, but I will be placing some bets early morning tomorrow.
It's a super close. Do you think Jasudavicius gets Gabrielle down? I do. I personally do.
Outweigh. She may too.
If you don't, the same as the Aaron Blanchfield Andrade fight. Okay, if you thought Blanchfield got Andrade down, you obviously are betting the Blanchfield side.
And I did bet Blanchfield.
Yeah, Cody he was all over Blanchfield, and if you were on the Andrade fight side, you thought she was going to beat Blanchfield up on the feet. I was on the Andrade side, and obviously I was mistaken there. But I just think Jasvicius in her last fight did not look great. I think she knows where she's at. She's getting a lot of shine. She was on the MMA Hour. I think she knows that she needs the win here, and I think she performs. But do I feel confident betting this fight? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I feel you. Next, we're on to Eric Gonzalez and Trevor Peete. Trevor Peete coming in 7-0, man. Lightweight bout. Could be a banger.
A banger, dude. This might be fight of the night. Both guys striking super high level. Both guys defense super non-existent.
So it's gonna be a brawl.
This one
this is a 50K bonus night.
A recipe for success for the fans, man. Look, I got Trevor Peete. I don't blame anybody going with Gonzalez because of the type of fight that it's going to be. It only takes one. But technically speaking, I got to ride with Trevor Peete. And this kid, man, he's next level tough.
Yes,
so I'll keep this one short. I'll keep this simple.
He's 7-0, so he's not one to end that streak now.
Yeah.
All right, man. Next, we'll move on to Mike Ballett and Johan Muniz.
So I got Mike Ballett here, but
another good fight. 8-1 versus 9-1. Another banger.
Johan Muniz is 9-1.
Yeah, it's a banging fight. 31-30, man. Like ages, it's a great matchup right here.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
What?
White line, yes, sir. I don't know too much about Johan, to be honest with you. I am familiar with Mike Ballett.
I didn't know he was 9-1, so I'm very familiar with Johan Muniz.
He did just go to decision with Darian Weeks.
He lost that fight. He lost that fight to Darian Weeks. That's a fact. And I'm gonna tell you now.
Go Gabe Green though.
Look,
by KO.
This should tell you all you need to know. Look, I'm looking at the stats from that fight with Darian Weeks. Johan Muniz, 0 takedowns. I want you to take this into consideration, everybody, and Cody. Listen to this, man. Yeah. Johan Muniz, 24 strikes landed, 23 significant strikes, 0 takedowns.
I'm looking.
Darian Weeks, 49, 44 takedowns, 1. I mean, that should tell you alone.
Was it the power that outweighed, though, is my question. That's the only thing it could have been. No,
because Darian Weeks had big power, too. And I don't think.
Power, yeah.
Man, it just, that one was super confusing. It's a head scratcher to me. Gabe Green KO'd him in the second round because Johan gassed. I'm not very high on Johan. I think Mike Ballett runs through him in this first round, and I think he subs him, and that's a play I will be playing. But I do want to say this: it's super confusing on why these guys are fighting. Look, the UFC maybe has 10 Canadian fighters. Why are we matching up these Canadian fighters?
Yeah. You spoke on that the other day. I agree 100%.
This makes 0 sense to me. I don't understand it. It's kind of confusing. But
it's kind of confusing. It is confusing.
Yeah, I'm not the boss, man. So
two of your 10 fighters from Canada together. Makes
right.
No
I sure in the hell wouldn't be doing it.
No.
Because, I mean.
It's not good for the business.
Look, this is my way. I think they see a big talent in Mike Ballett, and I don't think they see such a big talent in Johan. And I think they're just trying to build Mike Ballett's name off of Johan. And look, let me say something though. Even though I'm not super high on Johan, if you take a shot, because here's another thing: these guys have trained together, so that familiar. You know what I'm trying to say is
familiar.
Yeah, they're very familiar with one another, and
in the same hometown, roughly.
Exactly, and Johan does have that power to turn somebody's lights out. So if you take that round 1 shot, if you're going for Johan, he's getting it done.
Taking round 1 KO.
Yes, exactly.
Take that plus money, plus 300, plus 400.
My money's on, and I think you can still get good value on Mike Ballett by sub. I bet you can still get good value.
Yeah.
And at the end of this,
I honestly even feel good with putting Mike Ballett on a parlay of a 2 or 3 legger with sub by round 1 or round 2, or maybe double chance, or just sub straight up.
Well, if we're gonna parlay it, I think we take him just straight.
I mean, I honestly feel like he gets it done. Double chance, sub or decision. I feel because Johan, I'm not impressed.
The thing that's scaring me though is that's not his only path to victory. I do think that's likely to happen, but
yeah.
I mean, look, you just said it yourself. We got 9-1 fighter. We've never seen him.
But I'm not crazy with like I said, I'm not. I'd love to go back and watch some film with Johan. I do remember the Darian Weeks fight, a little bit now that we've talked about it. But even against Gabe Green, like you said, he gassed round one. This will be his third fight in the UFC now. Way different level of competition. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe
I got a parlay. Yeah, I got a parlay for you all at the end of this that I'm gonna read off to you all. We're just running through it so y'all can kind of get where my head's at. But I will tell you, I'm not taking too many straight shots, if at all. But I am going to have a parlay, kind of like what I call long shot, but I don't really think they're long shots because they be cash.
I think it's very possible to have.
Yeah.
We never really take a long shot. We always take just a hair more shot than we would straight,
Well, okay, here, let me touch on this real quick, Cody, because look, this is why me and Cody are doing this. Obviously, for our love of the sport, we talk this MMA shit 7 days a week without doing it on a podcast. So if we can do it, get it out there. But the point is, we see these guys doing minus 100 parlays, minus 200 parlays,
Silly.
plus 100.
Take one parlays. Plus 200 straight leg. That's it. Straight bet.
The thing is, we're hitting plus 1,000 parlays often in MMA. And
it's only plus 2 or 3 legs. Yeah, 2 or 3 legs only. 4 sometimes.
3 legs, I mean, and sometimes we'll throw 7 together, but these are long shots. Them are real.
It's rarely 7. We started out with 7. Now we've gotten in. This was 4 years ago, so now we've gotten to the point where we're much smarter with our bets. We're always going to get at least our initial bet returned,
no matter
every single time we bet. There are rare times where we take L's. Weird shit happens. You can't figure out the weird shit. It just happens.
Yeah, exactly. And we play a lot of prize picks. So hey, if anybody is interested in prize picks, comment below, and we'll also start doing prize picks, breaking down our prize picks. So
yeah, we love prize picks. Well, actually, that's smart. We'll actually do just prize picks videos too.
Yeah, and they can be a lot shorter, a lot quicker. We do prize pick shorts.
Yeah, the only thing with prize picks is if you are in a legal betting state, for some reason you cannot use prize picks. It's just super weird. I don't know why. But if you're in any other state than the 10 that do allow legal betting, then you're good to go on prize picks. And it's mainly player props, over and unders. That's it.
And the last thing to mention is we're in Kentucky, man. We can't bet on anything but horses for some weird fucking reason.
Horses, and we even have a casino, which is so fucking weird. A couple. But you can't bet on sports.
It's crazy. I don't understand it, but man,
all right, dude.
I'm praying about it.
Let's move on to our next fight here. We got Tatiana Suarez and Montana De La Rosa.
See, that's why Cody's here. He keeps it going. He keeps it moving. He keeps us in check. We're on time limit, guys.
Yeah, we are, man.
We're a father. I'm a father of four, and he's a father of 3.
Two. Yeah, well, 3. Yeah, if you want to count my wife, I take care of her ass too.
All right, look, who we got next? You said, okay, Tatiana Suarez. Oh my goodness. So look, man.
Certified banger.
Okay, we just saw Carla Esparza. What's Carla Esparza known for? Wrestling.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Great wrestler. Okay,
yeah,
great.
Very
wrestler.
Good.
Tatiana Suarez made Carla Esparza look like she was a child that needed a spanking, man. Like this was a mismatch if I've ever saw one. And then we get her against Nina, who now is Nina Muniz, and she didn't look all that great, but I mean, she won decisively.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't for straight. She won.
Let's go look. Yeah, she 40 more total strikes, 30 more significant strikes, 4 out of 13 takedowns, and Nunez 0 for 0 on takedowns.
Yeah, I mean,
she did well.
Suarez is a monster, man. But now she's going up to flyweight. The thing is that's questioning, okay, we got a minus 800 favorite in Tatiana Suarez, who is not fought in 3.5 years. That's scary to me. How can you be a minus 800 favorite when you haven't fought in that long? Look, for
Quite
me,
some time for a
what
layoff,
can you do
man.
with the -800 favorite? Do I think Tatiana Suarez wins? Yes, I
You
do.
don't touch it. You don't even touch it.
Exactly, unless you go with the dog. So,
Yeah.
look, I do think it's possible that
Yeah,
Suarez has a great.
Montana De La Rosa can get it done.
This might be a great fight to maybe look for a live betting opportunity.
But to be honest with you, Dominic, I think this is this right here is a get right fight for her, in my opinion.
I do too.
I really
do too.
I think it's a hey, welcome back. We missed you. Here you go.
Yeah,
You
all
know,
odds
kind of a gift.
All odds indicate that Suarez should go.
Oh,
And not even odds, because technically the odds literally mean that she's
going to
get it done.
dominate, yeah.
But
she is moving up too. You got to think that may have a toll on her too.
Weight.
Yeah,
she's
10
not
pounds
5.5 years.
Quite a bit.
Look, if this cardio is not on point, if she has a little ring rust,
yes.
I mean, there's don't.
Montana De La Rosa has many alleys she could take if that is the case.
If Suarez gasses. Man,
you could sprinkle a little something on it. I feel like you could.
Live betting opportunity. Yes,
only live.
And look for that round 3, man. That's just stay tuned. Maybe you're starting to see Suarez in the round 2 starting to struggle, and you're seeing just
starting to hang on to her a little bit. That's when you sprinkle a little something on that odds, man.
Everybody's good until they're tired, man. I mean, we've seen Glover get choked out by Yuri. This is the stuff that can
with
happen.
under a minute to go. 5 rounds, he had to fight. Shit happens weird.
Exactly. So Suarez is the bet, but man, just stay tuned and maybe take a shot live.
All right, here we go. We're on to the next one too, man. We got Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays.
Okay, look. So Dontel Mays is
like
the
Sakai
only fighter. He's the only fighter that we have from Louisville, Kentucky. And nothing more in me wants to go with Dontel Mays, a lot of people are.
We're from Louisville, Kentucky.
Dontel Mays opened as a slight favorite, and that line is flipped to a -116 Sakai over a -105 Dontel Mays, and I think it's for good reason. I'm not high on Dontel Mays.
Not either.
I think Sakai gets his hand raised here. I think I'm looking at a second round or third round KO, but I mean you're getting such a great price on Sakai that I think you can just take him money line. And look, the level of competition, the difference. I mean, we just seen Dontel Mays get ragdoll by Humpty Dumpty, the dude from Egypt. So I don't.
Also taking into account Dontel Mays hasn't fought in almost 2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
a little bit of a layoff.
Goodness, has it been that long?
Yeah, his last fight was in 2021 against Josh Parzan, and it was a KO. Yeah.
No, he fought Humdy.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
that ended in a draw. Okay.
He got no, it wasn't a draw. So it was he got absolutely dominated. The dude won the fight, but he popped for steroids after. So
no contest.
Yeah, no contest. So look, I'm just not on him, man. I think Sakai, long as he don't get, because Dontel Mays does have good grappling. As long as he doesn't get held down, I think he'll be all right. And as long as he can get back up to his feet, I think Sakai. I maybe think this is a sloppy fight. It doesn't look the greatest, but I'm telling you now, I think I just think Sakai is the better all around fighter.
Sakai is coming off of a KO loss too against one of my from the Polar Bear. Yeah, well, I'm looking at this first one, but Spivak, man, I'm high on Spivak. I know you're like not the craziest about him. I think he could be champion one day. If y'all want to, that might be the hot take today. But I really do like Spivak, man. I think every time I watch him fight, I say wow every time. So Dom's not crazy about him, but
I'm just not personally.
If John Jones takes the throne, I don't think Spivak will have it for a couple years. But Spivak, let's see, how old is Spivak? He's not very old, is he? 30s, 32, 28, something. Yeah, he's young. He's young.
Yeah. A lot of room.
Yeah, I think.
I'm just looking at dude. Spivak versus Curtis Blades, man. Come on.
Dude, Curtis,
wins that fight? Curtis.
I love Curtis's wrestling. Yes, absolutely. And Curtis even has heavy feet. Yeah, he has heavy. No, I don't think so, man. I think Spivak can survive.
Okay. This is a conversation.
This is a conversation for another day. Yeah.
Yeah, we're saving this.
Yeah. We've already talked about Curtis Blades in that fight. Yeah. But no, let's go back to where we're at. Sakai, I think he gets it done. If you want to put your money there. I think I'll stay away from it. It's heavyweight. I don't like betting on heavyweights.
Yeah.
Stay away. Yeah, but let's move on. So now we have the one of another fight of the night: Brandon Allen and Andre Muniz.
Okay,
Certified banger, dude.
this fight is such an amazing matchup. I think I heard a lot of people talking about how they think that
I like Brandon Allen in this, man.
Yeah, I'm favor. So look, I think there's a path here for Brendan Allen, and
If he sticks to the script, that's the thing.
Okay, so who has the striking advantage? I give it to Brendan Allen. Okay, I'm going back and forth because look, what is Muniz armbars everybody? He's not armbarring Brendan Allen here. Brendan Allen is a.
This is kind of like that. Not quite, but like that figure. It gives me those Figueiredo and Moreno vibes, you know, like
yeah, man.
That's
like
kind of what this fight gives me.
This is a. This is a. Just it's two great jiu-jitsu fighters, and I feel like they are. I don't know. I feel if Muniz does not have his way in the first round, an early second, then I feel like it starts to.
Brendan Allen starts to sway his way if he steals
exactly, and man, he's a dog. Who does Brendan Allen has trouble with? The Chris Curtises, who can keep it on the feet and peppering him. Sean Strickland, who KO'd him. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't believe that too, because I'm not high on Strickland, you know that, but
yeah, it's just he has problem with people that can keep him at distance and just pick at him. And Muniz is not
Muniz is gonna want to. Muniz is going to want to fight on the inside too, so that's where it favors Brendan Allen, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is another spot I think you have to look at, maybe a live betting situation. Let Muniz take that first round, ragdoll, throw Brendan Allen around, and then look for Brendan Allen to make a comeback in that second and third and just win with that cardio. Everybody's a black belt until they're tired. You know what I mean? So give me Brendan Allen by decision. Take him round 2 and 3. This is a hot take.
I think he may even get it done in round 3.
Yeah, man. I think it's super possible, but
it's definitely a live bet. See how the fight starts out. Muniz may get him early. Who knows?
Definitely while they're dry, he might be able to sink one in there. So it's a hard fight, and I'm gonna go with if Muniz is who we think he is. He goes in there, he stops Brendan Allen, and that's all she wrote.
First round.
You know? So, but I'm going to go with Brendan Allen and really think that he can test Muniz's cardio. So
yeah, I agree. So now we're moving on to Nikita Krylov and Ryan Spann. This will end the fight night. Great bout here. I'm not big on Ryan Spann. I'm obviously leaning towards Krylov here.
And so I swear I flipped 50 times. So, look,
it all depends on Ryan Spann, how he comes in and starts the fight, in my opinion.
So, to me, I think skill for skill, Krylov is the better fighter.
Agreed.
I think Krylov has more ways to win here. He has the takedowns. He has good power. He has great striking. He's technical. And Ryan Spann does have that X factor, he has that power and he has a nasty guillotine. But give me Krylov by just making it dirty, making it last long, and give me Krylov to finish Spann. I don't have a huge lean on which way it goes, like by sub or KO, but I don't see this one making it the full 5. But I do see Krylov coming out with a late stoppage, maybe 3rd or 4th round.
I like that. That was very good points there. So that finishes out our bouts for tomorrow night.
But we got one last thing we got to talk about.
Oh yeah, let's talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Pause.
Yeah, real quick. Let me tell you all what I'm looking at playing. So look, I like Charles Johnson against O'Day. Okay. Really liking Jordan Levitt at -108. I mean, come on. Look, I like Alieve here, and then I'm liking Sakai. So look, right here, I got Charles Johnson, Jordan Levitt, Aliev, and Sakai. Actually, I'm staying away from Sakai. Sorry, I shouldn't have even said that. We just talked about this. Give me Charles Johnson, Jordan Levitt, and Aliev. And that's at plus 374. I really like this, guys. I'm getting you all right from that super messy, just the last leg of the parlay from that got us last week, that minus 700 in the Puaga right did not go the distance. That minus 700 that just chopped us, man. I can't believe it still.
That's how it goes, man. So yeah. You have those weird nights.
And so we're going to get back on track here. Give me Charles Johnson just to win. I don't care how. Charles Johnson is going to cover for us. Jordan Levitt, he's the better grappler. He gets his fight to the ground. I don't think it lasts long. And his striking is, look, it's not great, but it's effective. It's effective, and I think he'll be able to keep Victor Martinez off of him and close the distance once he wants. Dunk under them underhooks, you know. So give me Jordan Levitt, and then give me a lead for outlasting Alves. That's a 3-leg parlay. 100 brings you 400, and that's what it is. And we're just changing out kids here. It's all good, man. Look, hey, 100 will bring us 400 off this. So, look, one more time for y'all. Charles Johnson, Moneyline, Jordan Levitt, Norilo Aliv, okay? And, yeah, anyone else you want to bring in, Cody?
Hey, man, the kids are saying it's time to go. But we do want to talk about this Sunday fight, too. Some of y'all may not even like this, you know, but this is going to be Jake Paul and Tommy Fury.
I don't think we're going to have that one on here, man. I don't think
we're going to have some Jake Paul haters here, man.
Oh, of course, but I don't think this is one where you can knock him. What can you knock Jake Paul for in this fight?
No, I think it's just because they naturally just don't like the guy. They think it's going to be either way. If Jake Paul goes in there and wins this fight, it was fixed. It was fixed.
Okay. Well,
there was a clause in the contract, and I did hear that Jake Paul. Listen real quick. Hold on. I did hear that Jake Paul had in his contract for a rematch. Okay. He gets a choice for a rematch. In Tommy Fury's contract, if he loses the fight, they did not give him the opportunity for a rematch. So let's take that into account too. Jake Paul may somewhere in his thoughts think that, okay, I may lose this fight, but if I do, I have this in the contract. I can get that rematch. I can fix whatever mistakes I may have made. I've tested his power. I've tested his skill. And now I can come in here and get that automatic rematch because it's in contract. Yeah. Tommy Fury was not offered that. So let's just take that into account.
In here, let me explain why that wasn't offered. And it's because if Tommy Fury does not beat Jake Paul here, then his family said he's done boxing. That's why. Because if he can't beat Jake Paul.
Doesn't matter what his family says, though. But Jake Paul, man, a lot of people are sleeping on Jake Paul.
Fury and Tyson Fury, yes, it does matter.
But that don't mean he's great. He could be great, but look, he's fighting a YouTuber. He shouldn't even be fighting Jake Paul.
Is that he's great or not? Listen, the point.
He shouldn't be fighting a YouTuber though, if he's so great. They're letting him do this.
Jake Paul has called for Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is not called for Jake Paul
because he thinks it's silly. Yes, his whole family thinks it's silly.
2 times.
Now he's in it for the bag. He is in it for the money.
2 times there has been where, you know, Jake Paul is, hey, I want this fight. And Tommy Fury finally, he pulled out twice. And I honestly just didn't think he was interested in it. And so now we have a Tommy Fury who's
wasn't interested because he knew how much an embarrassment it was.
And so what happens? We have a Tommy Fury who is annoyed. We have a Tommy Fury who has his family saying, look, if you don't win this fight, you're losing your last name. We have a Tommy Fury who is
a lot of weight on his shoulders right now, for sure.
And also, they signed a contract today that states if Tommy Fury wins this fight, he gets double the purse, and Jake Paul gets nothing. If Jake Paul wins, he gets Tommy Fury's money, and Tommy Fury gets nothing. So it's all or nothing. If one loses, they go home with $0. That contract was signed today. That's how confident both these guys are. And look, you said,
dude, don't sleep on Tommy Fury though. Like I think we're sleeping on Tommy Fury a little bit. He is from the family of a bunch of greats. Yeah, he's not showing that greatness right now, but I think Jake Paul is a little nervous about this fight. This is a true boxer.
Absolutely.
Look, it don't matter if he's great yet. He's still very young, but dude, your genes are a powerful thing, and it's in his blood. He was born into this life. He was born into this world. So if Tommy Fury wins this fight, I'm not going to be surprised by any means.
No, I'm
going to give him a lot of respect.
Yeah, so
and I already do. But
you have to give both guys respect. First off, you said Jake Paul, you want him to face a boxer? We give him a boxer. One
of the greatest boxers to ever touch the ring. Family.
Yeah, one of the
family.
Not Tommy.
Obviously not, but the family is Tyson Fury is one of the greatest boxers to ever step inside the ring.
So here's the thing. We're getting a fight. This is a fight. This is a real fight. I'm excited. I was going back and forth. My lean's Tommy Fury. Look, the man has an 80-inch reach. He has decent power, enough to keep Jake Paul off of him. Yeah, and he has enough to keep him off of him, regardless. And I'm going to say Tommy Fury by decision. If you're leaning Jake Paul, I do think Jake Paul will knock out Tommy Fury if he wins the fight. But I don't see how Jake Paul outpoints Tommy Fury here. So, yeah, that's my lean, but I'm back and forth, man. One moment I'm thinking Tommy Fury, one I'm taking Jake Paul. It's a hard one to call, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I don't think either of them's gonna get knocked out, bro. They're both young. Their chins ain't tested yet. I don't see a knockout. I mean, there may, but I haven't even looked into it. How many rounds and what kind of minutes were they fighting in this one?
I think it's 8 rounds.
8 rounds, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I mean, I know there's always some silly shit with false fights. So
no, I think this one's it's pro. It's no exhibition. I think we got 8 rounds, 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, all right, man. I think that's all we got for you guys today.
Hey, thank you so much, guys.
Joining in tomorrow too with another live video for you guys.
Look, hey, and thank you all so much. And like and subscribe. And Cody, whenever you end this, make sure you stop the record first. And thank you all. Really, we really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And we have a big schedule coming. We're obviously trying to figure out our setup. Hence how I'm set up right now. How Cody and the kids and stuff like that. Like we're working on all this. Just bear with us, guys, and please like and subscribe.
All right, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.